Hey guys, this is Summer with your daily twin flame energy reading. Right now I'm going to do a reading for the people out there, the counterparts, the masculine and feminines that are separated with no communication, okay? So for those of you who don't know my spread, I do a past, present, and future, okay? So take what resonates with you and let's go. Okay, we'll try again for the upcoming future here in a minute because the energy is not very clear right now. So we're not going to force it. Okay, okay, for those separated and not communicating, I'm getting a lot of air energy. I'm getting a lot of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy for those separated, not communicating, or you can just be in that type of energy at the moment or in the recent past, sorry. Okay, so in the recent past, I feel like for some of the divine masculine separated and not communicating to their feminines or feminine energy, I feel like they're leaving a situation. Hold on, I want to get a clarifier before I speak on this. Let me make sure. Getting a little nervous about this. Okay. Spirits is talking about their counterpart or their karmic. Okay, so I'm getting two different stories here. So for in the recent past, I'm getting that this couple, this is about a divine masculine and feminine who lived at a distance from each other. They could hardly ever see each other, I feel like. And whenever they were away for too long a period of a time, I feel like they would get into fights, perhaps separation and living at a long distance created unnecessary anxiety that it caused the divine masculine or feminine or both to find outlets. Addictions can be anything. For some of the masculines, I'm getting drinking or some sort of addiction, sex addictions. What else? I feel like you're dealing with a very headstrong person, feminines. I feel like this masculine is very, very headstrong, possibly harsh with his words, extremely, like, immature, very headstrong in the way he wants to have things his way. And he wouldn't change his ways in the past. He wouldn't alter, he was consistently inconsistent. He always had this self-sabotage for the future, uncertain outlook. He was always just so scared, like, of weakness, possible falling out. He didn't want the divine feminine to see his weaknesses. And I feel like maybe the pressure arose whenever the conversations about moving in together, or this is going to end. Like, I'm seeing some ultimatums that were possibly thrown around, and so somebody left in the past. Let me know if that resonates with you, like the distance, whole, like, eruption argument thing that was constantly an issue. Okay, so for the next set of you, same thing. I'm getting a whole lot of air and swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So for the other half of you, I'm getting that this has to do with a karmic leaving. This is the masculine leaving his karmic, leaving an addiction, leaving a toxic player ways. And he took a while to do that, I feel like. Because, okay, so he's been working on leaving the karmic energetically for a while now. And he was very tired, like she drained his energy, right? So he's been very weak and unstable, but he has this, he's not attracted to her anymore. He's got unrequited love. She does not get him going in the bed, if you know what I mean. Okay? I feel like a lot of this is these masculines are putting on a false mask, and they are leaving this karmic. They're like jumping ship ASAP. You know what I mean? So for those of you leaving the masculines, it resonates that they're leaving their karmic. They're not only leaving their karmic, but they're trying to end these toxic addictions that they've become so used to, trying to drown you out and their feelings out. And they're leaving the situation. They're at the end of their cycle. So I feel like for a lot of you that you don't even know that your masculine has left his karmic very recently. Or for ones that he has already left, he is finally energetically letting go as well, which is just as good, you know. I mean, honestly better, because they have, their actions towards you and towards the world aren't altered anymore, if that makes sense. Okay, so which brings us to your masculine growing. In the present moment, I have, again, water and fire. I'm getting strongly now that, this particular masculine has left his karmic, and, he's had a little bit of quiet time, and he's thinking up new ideas. And he's even thinking about contacting you, or what it would be like to offer you a relationship, or offer you his love again. What would it be like if we came together again? Let's see if anything's going to be put into action. Clarify this Sun and this Ace of Water, please, Spirit. That's just what I get. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not doing these upside down. Hold on, guys. Some of these are upside down, and I like them to flip out how they're supposed to. Okay, better. Okay, so yeah, you could be dealing with a masculine who is a bit more on the immature side, who has a lot of toxic bondages. He's very... I'm maybe getting that he has a depression problem. Some sort of bondage, some sort of thing that's holding him down. Maybe his own subconscious, maybe his own lack, his own self-esteem, his own... Hold on, just a second. Okay, so I'm getting that... sorry, my daughter came in. I'm getting that this can be more of an immature masculine that hasn't had a lot of experience in relationships. He's kind of been very independent, not really a loner, but likes his alone time, and likes his, like, I'm picturing an apartment like type of scene, or a home that doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, like just like a bachelor, like not a bachelor pad, but like a bachelor. He's very active, and he's fully adept to go in. He's just scared. He's fully adept to dive right in, but he's scared. And his own mind and his own insecurities and fear hold him back. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, and so I feel him trying to go within at this moment, so I don't see him taking any physical action. I see him going within. I see him taking quiet time to meditate and be by himself, and see if he can put this into fruition, see if he can put this into action. He knows that he wants you to be his mother of his children. He knows that he wants you to be his partner, and he knows that he'll have a successful partner. But he's trying to come out of this bad trend he's been in, this bad, toxic, what's a good word? This woe is me, everything's going to turn out, self-sabotage, player-like tendencies. When something's starting to go right, you know, he just makes it toxic, or is so used to the toxic happiness now that he doesn't even know what it's like anymore to be genuinely happy. He sees, I'm just seeing a lot of fertility like wife material. He knows, okay, that's a good way to put it. He knows, he's going within and he knows that you are potential wife material. And this is why he's going in, and this is why he's falling in love with the idea of love again. He's falling in love with the idea of coming back to his beautiful empress, okay? This his one divine feminine that gets him going, okay? So in the past, we had him leaving the Karmics. In the present, we have him thinking about what it would be like. Okay, so let's get upcoming near future. Whew. I'm already nervous. Whew, good. Got some upside down again. Switch these. Okay. Spirit universe, please. Clarify 6 of air. Okay, so for in the upcoming future, we still are leading the immediate energy into the upcoming future with the masculine still in his head, still being the hermit, still kind of in exile right now, still retreating, temporary seclusion. He's abandoned the world around him a little bit, but kind of been doing that anyways. But I do with the 6 and the 4... reduces to 1, so start over. Okay, so things with the 6 of air and the 4 swords, he's taking time to reflect on his own mental discord. Okay, he feels like he has a problem with depression. He has a problem with hormones. He has a problem with addictions. And addictions mess with his hormones, okay? I don't know if any of this is resonating with you, but I'm getting some for some masculines that are all over the place. One day they feel completely, you know, one way, and then the next day it's like they ghost, or they just, you know, I see the masculine, when he goes into hermit mode this time, he's seeing the problems within himself. He's no longer seeing that it's just the feminine that needs work. He's finally seeing his ways and how he self-sabotages. And he sees himself finally coming out of a situation. He's finally escaping this mental entrapment, this abandoned feeling, this seclusion he feels like, this entrapment, okay? He's finally coming out of mental entrapment from his karmic, from himself, and his feminine. And pushing into this new beginning with a happy family life. He knows he deserves it. He knows he wants it. He knows that he deserves it. And he knows that the feminine, his divine feminine, is the only one on earth in this lifetime and every other lifetime that is going to understand him and that is going to have a happy union. because they have learned the lessons. They have learned that in their separation right now, they're learning one of the most important lessons is how to love without smothering, how to forgive, and how to love yourself, okay? So it's leading him into this energy once he fully gets rid of this energetic karmic cloud that he has over him. I see him wanting a brand new future with you. This possibility could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, pretty much all the signs showed up, right? So let's see. Let's get another clarifier for the upcoming future. Yep, that's what I thought. This is, again, let's clarify that this is a more immature male. He's always kind of indecisive. And sometimes he can be a little petty. He's trying to come out of that. He's trying to have strength and start this new beginning and this growth in a new way of thinking. But he's just not there yet. But he's coming out of this, like I said. So in the future, you can expect him to start entertaining the idea of you guys being a family unit, of you guys being a partnership or a union, okay? Let's see. Let's see, how is the divine masculine viewing his feminine today? How's the feminine viewing her masculine? That's not to be there, I don't believe. Okay, so I believe the divine masculine is viewing his feminine today as the 9 of fire, somebody that protects what she created. He is seeing her as somebody that fights for what she believes in. He sees her as one of the only girls he knows that has ever fought for him. That has ever kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And he admires that about you. He admires your independence and that you love him that much. He also thinks that you're sitting pretty on finances and that you've been very much working on your finances and your career. He sees your work. He sees your advancement. And this is the only reason why you guys are moving forward, feminines, because you've been working on yourself. The feminine views her masculine as very codependent at the moment on his karmic and on, again, toxic chemicals, alcohol, drugs, sex. And she kind of energetically knows that he's not been loving the karmic, hasn't been wanting to be with the karmic for quite some time. And he's trying to find the strength in his retreating. He's wanting to retreat. And so she sees him as just trying to be courageous and have enough strength to get out of this situation and break up and stay broke up. Get that just negative energy, that toxic, whatever she was bringing in, just get it out of him because it's still lingering. And she feels like he stayed in this relationship so long due to his codependency issues. He didn't have to be that much for the karmic. He didn't have to show up. she was that simple. Sorry. But for this set, she was. For this set of karmics. Okay, so how do they view the union? So they are both feeling ready to energetically come back together. They're both manifesting each other again. They're both are done with both sides. They're actually, I feel like the masculine is done with his karmic, but I feel like a few feminines are about to meet somebody and go through another lesson. But you are trying to manifest this union, and you both are ready to manifest this union. You know you both are powerful, and you're finally realizing that, and you're both ready to have heart-to-heart conversations about the past, the present, and the future. So I hope this helps. Let me know what you guys think. If you would like me to do more, if this helped, if you resonated with it, if you didn't, if you love me, if you don't. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. If you want a personal, more in-depth reading, we can totally look at your stuff, just more secluded. If not, I love you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.